Percy was telling Donald and...
Presentation of Simba.
That was today? Oh, I feel simply awed. Must have slipped my mind.
Yes, well, as slippery as your mind is, as the king's brother, you should have been first in line.
Well, I was first in line, until the little hairball was born.
That hairball.
Is that a challenge?
Temper.
I wouldn't dream of...
Turn your back on me, Scar.
Oh, no, Mufasa. Perhaps you shouldn't turn your back on me.
Is that a challenge?
Temper.
I wouldn't dream of challenging you.
Pity. Why not?
Well, as far as brains go, I got the lion's share, but when it comes to brute strength... I'm afraid I'm at the shallow end of the gene pool.
There's one in every family, sir.
Who are you, Pridelander? What are you doing? My father says to never turn your back on an outsider. You always do what Daddy says? No, bet you do. Bet you're Daddy's little girl. An outsider doesn't need anybody. I take care of myself. Really? Cool.
Spud's here.
Oh, hello, Spud.
Can I help you?
Well, we're doing all right at the moment, thanks, Spud.
Oh, please. Farmer Pickles won't mind.
I suppose it can't do any harm.
Hooray! Spud the Scarecrow becomes Spud the Decorator!
Oh, I don't like it, Wendy.
It'll be fine, Lofty. I'm sure Spud's going to be extra specially careful. Isn't that right, Spud?
I'll be really careful, Wendy. I promise.
Wendy! Spud's painting the lake.
Just a minute, Lofty. This is quite a tricky bit.
Spud's on the job, Wendy.
Spud! You're supposed to paint the wall, not the ladder. Oh.
Oh, don't get down in the dumpers machine, sister.
Oh, Maxie, I'm sorry.
Edward worked hard all day. The coach's driver was very pleased.
When Cranky heard that the big engines agreed with him, he grew bossier still. Come on, push those trucks closer to me. But Percy was too upset to concentrate and pushed the trucks too far. Poor Percy. Then, Cranky played a trick on Thomas. Push your trucks onto the outside line. It's easier for me to load up. So Thomas did. But Cranky left the loads beside the trucks, not in them. You must have known my arm can't reach you there, complained Cranky. This mix-up caused confusion. The engines on the island of Sodor love holiday time. Percy was...
During to a station and rested there.
I mustn't stop between stations, he'd say. The passengers wouldn't like it. Sure, huffed Duncan. He had stopped on a viaduct and hadn't cared at all. Passengers.
Video pirates. They're costing you money. In particular, the illegal duplication of pre-recorded video cassettes is causing great concern. The artists lose, the studios lose, and you, the consumer, loses. The unauthorized copying of videotape programs is illegal and carries with it penalties of fines or imprisonment. Remember, tapes bought or rented for home use only cannot be played in locations such as clubs, motels, schools or prisons. Video piracy in New Zealand. Please help us stop it. If you buy or rent a tape which you believe is not the genuine article, please ring this number for advice or write to Post Office Box 68041 Newton, Auckland. This message is furnished by the New Zealand Film and Video Security Office.
They always manage to ruin special occasions.
As the new king.
Completely, leaving the KA.
Oh, come on.
Where's he taking us? best in children's video.
Come and take a ride with us, sit right down, enjoy the bus, drive you, we will drive you. Sammy, Harry, and the rest, Stephanie will do her best, drive you, we will drive you. Busy buses, driving hard through rain or shine. Busy buses, trying to get you there on time.
We are fine.
I'm going to college.
Steve is going to college.
I was wrong. You belong here.
Daddy, please, listen to him.
Silence! When you first came here, you asked for judgment. And I pass it now.
Judgment is here! Judgment!
Exile!
No!
At the station till Edward and his train came in. This made him cross. Late again. Edward laughed, and James fumed away. After James had finished his work, he went back to the yard and hopped onto the turntable. He was still feeling very bad-tempered. Edward is impossible, he grumbled to the others. He clanks about like a lot of old iron, and he is so slow he makes us wait. Thomas and Percy were indignant. Old iron? Slow? Why, Edward could beat you in a race any day. Really, said James, I should like to see him do it.
During the mid-1950s, Eric Burns traveled the South Island and
What are you doing here?
Looking.
Quite another reason. It's not fair, grumbled Gordon. What isn't fair? Asked Edward. Letting branch line diesels pull main line trains. One day, Edward's driver came up. We've come. Drink. And the driver said, I'll get out my paint tomorrow and give you a beautiful coat of blue with red stripes. Then you'll be the smartest engine in the shed. Once, an engine attached to a train was afraid of a few drops of rain. It went into a tunnel and squeaked through its funnel and wouldn't come out again. The engine's name is Henry. His driver and fireman argued with him, but he would not move. The rain will spoil my lovely green paint and red stripes, he said. The guard blew his whistle till he had no more breath and waved his flag till his arms ached, but Henry still stayed in the tunnel and blew steam at him. I'm not going to spoil my lovely green paint and red stripes for you. Then along came Sir Topham Hatt, the man in charge of all the engines on Sodor. They call him the Fat Controller. We will pull you out, said the Fat Controller, but Henry only blew steam at him. Everyone pulled except the Fat Controller, because, he said, my doctor has forbidden me to pull. But still Henry stayed in the tunnel. Then they tried pushing from the other end. The Fat Controller said, 1, 2, 3, push! But he didn't help. My doctor has forbidden me to push, he said. They pushed and pushed and pushed, but still Henry stayed in the tunnel. At last Thomas came along. The guard waved his red flag and stopped him.
Forest.
Hi there, Space here, and I have a very, very big introduction to make. Shh. Here it comes.
Introducing the one, the only, the very, very Blue.
Blue's Clues is up next, here on Nick Jr.
Good morning, everyone.
Morning, Buster. Over by a big pile of grass.
Oh, it was me, Bob. I was just having fun. I didn't mean no harm, like.
Well, I think you've got some cleaning up to do. Isn't that right, Bob? Quite right, Farmer Pickles.
Sorry,